looking at Christmas.
I'm serious.
So am I. I've had a big wedding. Believe me, there's nothing romantic about it.
You just haven't done the right person.
That's what you said about camping. Besides, when am I going to have time to meet caterers and pick out invitations, all the other bazillion things?
I could do that.
You.
Yeah, where is it written only the bride can hire caterers and florists and all that stuff?
I'm pretty sure it's written a lot of places.
Look, it's only fair. I want a big wedding. I should do the work.
Well,
You like the ring, don't you?
I love my ring.
And I fell in love with you. How much more proof do you need that I have impeccable taste?
You make a good case, counselor. Everything okay? Stu's gonna plan our wedding.
Cool.
Is it?
You think so?
I went inside to find her a sweater, and I asked her to come with me, but she had a fit. She was playing in the swings. Maxine, I wasn't even gone 3 minutes.
How do you know a man took her?
Mrs. Haley saw him through her window.
So you think it was black, but it could have been navy, and it may have been a station wagon.
Yes.
Frank, I've got a partial plate. This guy said he saw an older model Volvo wagon.
So you can catch him, right? If you have the license plate, you can look it up in the computer in your car. You can look it
I
up.
can't run a partial plate now.
Well, you could put out an APB.
And you would be...
Maxine Gray, Department of Children and Families.
How does this a DCF matter?
I placed Cindy with the Zapata family 6 months ago, and Alma took the appropriate step of calling me.
Hey, Jerry. DCF, foster kid.
You can go now. I have your contact info.
We'll put out that APB and we'll be in touch.
That's it.
Would someone like to fill me in on what's happening right now? Otherwise, I'm left to think that you're dismissing a witness because you have realized that the abducted child is a foster child and have concluded the case is no longer urgent.
Well, you know how it is.
No, how is it?
Foster kids run off all the time.
You have 2 eyewitnesses to an abduction.
The jogger only saw a car going around the block slowly. It could have been someone looking for an address.
And Mrs. Haley?
Called last month to report aliens taking pictures of her house.
Well, there could be other witnesses.
And you're welcome to hunt for them. But I think your time is best spent calling little Cindy's last 3 foster homes.
Wait just a moment. Just wait a moment. Wait, one moment. Just a moment.
Well, the official cause of death was strangulation, but as you'll see, the autopsy report also notes soft tissue trauma, vaginal tearing, skull fracture, and we've already gone over the toxicology report.
So you're saying that Linda Hawkins was drugged, raped, strangled, and beaten?
Definitely drugged, probably raped, definitely strangled, and definitely beaten.
In that order?
Yes.
Why do you say probably raped?
Well, there was no semen, so I can't be certain, but there was vaginal tearing, and so in context, it's safe to assume rape.
What of this lack of semen?
It's not uncommon.
Because today's savvy rapist is too smart to leave behind his DNA?
Objection on about 15 grounds.
Sustained.
The order of events. How'd you determine that?
Well, the skull fracture was a post-mortem injury. I can tell that because there's no subgaleal hemorrhage, no bruising around the wound, which means the heart wasn't pumping blood at the time it occurred.
So, Dr. Land, in your experience, is it typical for a rapist murderer to inflict post-mortem injuries?
Objection, Your Honor. Dr. Land is not a criminologist and therefore not an expert in the behavior patterns of the, quote, typical rapist murderer.
Your Honor, I'm asking Dr. Land to testify about his own experience, an area in which he is, in fact, the only expert.
I will allow Dr. Land to answer the question with the qualification that he is speaking about a hypothetical situation.
No, it is not typical, in my experience.
So, Dr. Land, in your experience, the typical rapist murderer vents his frustration, his rage in the process of the rape murder. There's no need to beat up a dead woman unless, of course, for example, he's trying to stage a violent struggle which never actually took place.
Your Honor.
Withdrawn. No further questions.
So what did the doctor say?
He said that the pain that wakes me up when I move at night is from arthritis.
What did he say to do? He said I should take a leave.
Not Tylenol?
No, Tylenol can wear off so the pain can come back in the middle of the night. Aleve works all night.
Doctors know Aleve has the strength to stop arthritis pain for up to 12 hours, so pain won't interrupt your sleep.
I see the Aleve worked.
All night long.
Aleve, all night strong, all night long.
Mind if I sit down? Oh, are you looking at my outfit? I know, isn't it great? You know what else I got? Look at this. I have 2 words for you. Bargain. What does this say to you? Fun, flirty, sexy? You know what it said to me? Buy me! To die for?
If you haven't heard, the Burlington Coat Factory has famous label women's wear for less than department store sale prices.
What do you think?
Chances are you will.
You're speechless?
Burlington Coat Factory. It's more than great coats.
Oh, I think I got shopper's elbow. Can you hear that click?
Delicious, hot, and fresh. Orville Redenbacher's Gourmet Popping Corn is the perfect after-school snack for kids of any age. Anytime's a great time for Orville.
For the first time ever on DVD, The Lion King Special Edition. Critics say the king of animated features is the king of DVDs. Now with a newly animated song and much more. Whoa. The Lion King Special Edition, October 7th for a limited time.
Would you look at this credit card bill? High interest charges. Growing balance.
Easy, big guy. I switched our balance to the Capital One no hassle card. We could save up to $500 a year.
You could save up to $500 a year with the nation's lowest fixed rates. Switch to the Capital One no hassle card with a low fixed 4.99 APR.
What's in your wallet?
Tonight,
Wake the kids, phone the neighbors.
sparks are flying on The Late Show when this guy sets himself on fire. Plus, Tom Cavanaugh, the top 10 things going through Laura Bush's mind.
Enjoying the view there, buddy?
And how many guys in gorilla suits can fit into an eyeglass store?
We've run out of gorilla suits. Send in Dracula and Moses.
Tonight, then catch Craig.
Go, go, go.
What's it like to be an American soldier under fire in Iraq? A first-hand look on 60 Minutes 2, Wednesday at 8, 7 Central.
CBS Wednesday.
You should tell.
I have to tell.
Do not tell.
Betrayal.
Helen, I strayed.
You're in an affair. Road rage.
You almost hit somebody.
This is so not you.
You're upset now and you need a cooling off period.
And the sweet sounds of family.
I'm nothing special. God's sakes.
Don't miss the show critics are calling the most compelling of the new season.
You handcuffed her? She wouldn't come willingly, God's sakes.
The Brotherhood of Poland, New Hampshire. CBS Wednesday.
New study shows research physicians tend to experience less satisfaction later in life. Who put this on my locker?
It's a mystery.
I'm going to Sloan Kettering in 5 weeks. You better get used to it.
Okay, but when you come to me later in life complaining of no satisfaction...
All hands on deck. Busload of Shriners with food poisoning just pulled in. Waiting room is full, and oh yeah, there's vomiting.
Yes, I'm going to miss this.
Dude, what is going on with you and Lily?
Absolutely nothing.
My information says you're a liar.
You need better information.
My information says there was smooching.
Boy, dude, be a guy. Guys don't say smooching.
Yeah, well, guys also don't withhold vital information regarding sexual conquests, which might provide vicarious thrills and/or late-night fantasy material for your less fortunate cohorts.
Thank you. This conversation just made Shriner vomit seem like an appealing alternative.
I've had the radio on all morning, and yet I have heard nothing about a missing 8-year-old abducted 3 hours ago.
Maxine, just because it's not on the radio doesn't mean we're not working it.
Meaning you have a few officers in cars.
All the cars. Put out an APB with
Why
all the
isn't
info
there an
we
Amber
got.
Alert?
You know the stats. If I put out an Amber Alert every time some foster kid took a powder, you people can't even keep track
She
of
did
them.
not take a powder. She was abducted by a man in a car. There are witnesses.
Yeah, right. One old lady who's a known nutcase. Now, isn't it odd she's the only one that saw anything? Plus, I checked this kid's record. She's got a history of running away.
From group homes, she has been extremely happy with the Zapata family. We had to put her in therapy because she was afraid of losing it. Why the hell would she run away?
Maxine, it's like I said, I got my guys looking at it. That's all I can do.
to overdo it. You're not training for the Olympics.
I feel fine. I really think that Peter is the one who's overdoing it.
Honey, you should take the home nurse and anything else the insurance company will pay for. You got a baby and a toddler. Now, when you think you're going to get a chance to rest again?
Gwen, I was looking at your resume. I noticed that you've done a lot of hospice work.
Ooh, yeah. I had to take a break from that, you know. I got burned out.
I can imagine. I just wondered, did you ever revive anyone? Or talk to someone after they'd been revived?
Well, that depends on what you mean by revive. I've worked with a lot of people in and out of comas.
No, I mean people who died. Has anyone ever talked to you about a near-death experience?
Oh, no, honey. Most of the time when my people saw the light, they just kept on going. Why? Did you go through the tunnel and see your Uncle Fred and all that?
Me? No. I just wondered.
You know, I read this book one time by this English woman. She was a doctor, and she did a big study on that. Turns out, it's just your brain chemistry playing tricks on you. That's all, or your optic nerve or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it ain't God or Buddha or Uncle Fred, no matter how much folks want it to be. Oh, I'll get him. You just sit right there and relax.
Okay, here's the plan. We split up. We each make sure we're seen by the people who expect us to be here. We meet at the front door. We're gone in 20 minutes.
I got a better plan. I'm gonna fake an injury. You can call the paramedics, and we can be out of here in 10.
Judge Gray. Stu.
David, how you doing?
Mr. McLaren?
Congratulations on pulling Danny Hawkins. That was a major coup.
I don't think of it as a career move, Stu.
Still, it won't hurt, right? Especially if you win.
I think it's time to change the subject.
So, put him away. LeMay's finally calling it quits. Who did they pay to say something nice about him?
I volunteered, actually. He was a mentor of mine.
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna get us the requisite cocktails so that we can appear sophisticated. Can I get you anything?
I'm fine, thanks. Pal of yours?
He's my fiancé, actually.
Really? When's the big day?
You know, I don't mean to be rude, but it's probably not a good idea for us to be conversing.
How come?
Gee, I don't know. You're trying a high-profile case. I'm the judge. You don't think there's going to be the slightest appearance of impropriety?
Ah. Yvonne.
What are you doing?
Fixing the problem. Judge Gray is concerned about the appearance of an ex parte conversation. Would you mind joining us for a minute?
Beats listening to my husband analyze the NFL.
So Stu Collins is your fiancé?
You know what, Mr. McLaren? My personal life is off limits. It's cocktail party banter.
Well, we can't talk about work. What's left?
Not talking is always an option.
You know, Stu's like a different person since his illness. He went to Sri Lanka and hung out with the guru.
And yet, I didn't hear him asking me how this trial was going to affect my soul.
Would you care for bad Chardonnay or bad Merlot?
See, they ran out of the bad scotch.
I understand it's my turn to congratulate you.
Yes, you understand correctly.
Best wishes, Stu.
Thank you.
Has playing Jesus had any effect on your love life? Do you have groupies following you around?
No, I have nuns following me around. Judas gets all the groupies.
Excuse me, Fiona? I'm Maxine Gray from DCF. Your station said that I could find you here. I'm a big fan of your roving report.
Did you want to say something about the play?
I'm sure it's wonderful, but what I want to do is show this picture to your viewers. Well, if Jesus could just hold this up. This is Cindy Zapata. She was abducted yesterday from her yard on Darlington Court by a man in a dark station wagon, partial license plate JMG. Now, you're probably going to ask me if an Amber Alert has been issued, and the answer is, unfortunately, no. Cindy is a foster child, and as you can see, she's a little on the plain side, and apparently the Amber Alert system is only for angelic-looking blonde children from wealthy families. Well, that's not literally true, but I am prone to pithy, hyperbolic statements when I'm extremely angry, yet trying to behave. I'm sure I don't have to explain that to you. So if you could just ask your viewers to call the Department of Children and Families if they have any information, I'll get out of your way before men in uniforms show up to haul me away. So, it's a JMG, Dark Station Wagon, Cindy Zapata. Thanks so much. And thank you, Jesus. Who was that?
When Danny Hawkins told you he was legally separated from his wife, you had no reason to doubt him. Is that correct?
Yes. I mean, no.
I'm sorry, my bad. Did you have any reason to think he might be lying?
No.
Did Danny Hawkins have any plans for the two of you as a couple?
He said we would get married after the divorce.
Did he give you a time frame?
No. He just said he couldn't rush things because of the kids.
Did Danny Hawkins ever say anything to you regarding his wife that sounded ominous?
Objection, Your Honor. Subjective. Sustained. Try again, Mr. McLaren.
Did he ever say anything to you that sounded like he intended to cause his wife bodily harm?
Objection, leading.
Your Honor, do I have to audition this question 1,200 ways before I get to one that the court will allow?
Overruled, Miss Dunbar. Try a little patience, Mr. McLaren. The witness may answer the question as phrased.
He said one thing that I didn't think much of at the time, but later, after his wife disappeared, I thought about it, got the creeps.
What was it he said that gave you the creeps?
I asked him if his wife was gonna be angry when she found out about me. And he said, "Don't worry, my wife is not gonna be a problem." I was wondering how he could be so sure.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Cross, Your Honor. Go ahead.
Miss Griffin, did Danny Hawkins ever say anything to you like, "Don't worry about my wife, I'm gonna kill her and dump her in a landfill"?
No.
Did he ever express to you any feelings about his wife?
He said he loved her very much. That they should have stayed friends and never gotten married.
Did you believe him when he said that?
Yes. He would get tears in his eyes when he talked about it.
No further questions?
Announcing the Laundry Spectacular at Sears, where you'll find all washers and dryers on sale. So whether you need more spin in your spin cycle or more room in your laundry closet, we've got what you need. We have a better selection than anyone. That's why 2 out of 3 homeowners have an appliance from Sears. We'll match any price, plus give you 10% of the difference. And right now, get 0% financing for 1 whole year, plus free delivery. So shop now at the Laundry Spectacular. Sears. Good life, great price.
When you're looking for a home, your real estate agent is a big part of your life. You need someone you can count on.
I wish you were closer to a school.
RE/MAX agents average more experience and more sales than other agents. Tell us what you want. RE/MAX. Outstanding agents. Outstanding results.
Amy will be back. Later, catch your local news, followed by The Late Show with David Letterman.
On the King of Queens season premiere, Lost in the Woods.
Whoa!
I just swallowed the fish! Get me a helicopter now! I choose life! Watch the King of Queens. 1 hour season premiere, CBS Wednesday.
Survivor Pearl Islands is a smash hit. Now, in true pirate tradition, this is our game. Teams battle to sink each other and hunt for buried treasure.
I want to find it so bad.
But what is it? Plus, for a tribe with a streak of bad luck, it's gut check time.
We need to be more of a team. If we go to another tribal council, we're finished.
And for the other,
you beat me so bad.
Things get ugly.
I can get loud too.
Don't miss an all-new Survivor, CBS Thursday.
CBS Sunday. One abandoned baby will change the lives of 2 people forever.
Cannot keep a baby here.
They're gonna put her in a bunch of foster homes.
Based on Anna Quinlan's best-selling novel.
This is a hell of a parole violation.
Emmy winner Mary Tyler Moore.
I want that baby!
Blessings, a CBS original movie, Sunday.
Tonight on News Channel 7 at 11.
The strange mystery substance investigation gets even stranger.
Now we know where the RV that contained the substance came from. We talked to the man who owns the property where the RV is parked. Hear his take on the situation.
Judge Judy better look out. She may have some competition now that this former Simpsonville judge is looking for work. Hear why he had to turn in his robe.
And if you're looking for a job, we know where you need to be tomorrow.
News Channel 7's on your side tonight with information about a big job fair at 11.
Want an accurate forecast? Get the Advantage, the Storm Team 7 Advantage. With cutting-edge technology, Advantage Live Doppler. Storm Team 7 shows you greater detail of every developing threat. Storm Team 7 giving you the advantage.
Our wireless network works here?
Yes.
Here? Yes. Here? No.
No. Yes.
Karen, you're the customer. Surely this is enough network for you, yes?
No.
Do we think alike or what? You want wireless coverage wherever you go. So at Alltel, we're expanding our digital network by over 150,000 square miles. Right now, you can connect the whole family with up to 5 free phones and unlimited night and weekend minutes. See store for details. Better digital coverage?
You got that right.
Alltel.
News Channel 7 and the upstate South Carolina affiliate of the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation would like to thank everyone for their support in this year's Race for the Cure.
It's here to celebrate life, it's here to celebrate hope, and to just honor the survivors because this is their special day.
Your record of participation helped raise funds in the battle against breast cancer.
I am a survivor. I am a true survivor. I made it. I made it.
Advantage Live Doppler, another Storm Team 7 advantage.
Okay, here's the deal. Barnes told Simpson that the admitting nurse said she saw 2 doctors who looked a lot like you and Lily making out outside of OR8.
Well, if there was any making out to be done, OR8 would be the place to do it. It's a very romantic operating room. Give it up, Lloyd. There's nothing going on.
Kyle, come on. Gunshot wound to the sternum. Take over CPR. Blood pressure's crashing. I can't see anything. Damn it.
400.
I keep losing the arteries.
Switch with me.
Kyle.
Your goggles are covered in blood. You're not going to find a thing. Switch with me. On 3. 1, 2.
O2 sat to 70%. Suction.
You got it?
Give me a minute.
He doesn't have a minute.
It's a figure of speech. You got it. It's clamped. Let's get a pulse. Stop CPR.
140. He's back. Let's get this guy up to surgery. It's your lucky day, my friend.
Coming through.
Come on, you're not going to give all this up, are you?
Cardiac arrest coming in the door. Wife drove him. No paramedics. Help.
Flip you for it.
No way, pal. We're in this thing together.
No, I can't leave work to drive your math homework to school because you were too busy obsessing about your hair to worry about it. I know. Anyone else's mother would do it. You got stuck with the worst mother on the planet. I'll see you at dinner. I love you. Bye.
Judge Gray.
Mr. McLaren, anything you have to say to me, I will hear it from the bench. Why is that such a difficult concept for you?
I don't think you really want to stop a capital murder trial to hear me apologize for last night, do you? Look, I hate cocktail parties. I invariably end up apologizing to someone the next day.
So you are habitually rude?
Only at cocktail parties. Look, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I really am. That's all I wanted to say. See you in court.
Hold the elevator. Don't make me run.
You were great today.
I got lucky. I had my eyes closed when I clamped that artery. You're really gonna leave me and make me impress a brand new attending position all over again?
Well, who says I was ever impressed by you?
You did. I heard you. You can't take that back.
You're gonna do fine without me.
You ever get yourself hoping for a little disaster? You know, nothing major, just enough to knock out the power, trap this thing between floors, and you can catch up on your sleep.
Every day. Why do you think I'm leaving?
Why don't we go down to the lounge and take a nap? And when we wake up, we'll call Sloan Kettering together and tell them they need to find somebody else. What are you doing?
So there I was, reading the microwave instructions for my breakfast burrito, naively assuming I was safe from anything so surprising, not to mention job-threatening, as watching one of my employees hijack the morning news.
I thought I exhibited tremendous class, not to mention restraint.
Well, maybe you can explain that to Ernest Throckmorton. If the name rings a bell, it's because it's his signature on our paychecks. Then you can call the chief of police, half a dozen detectives, and about 257 wealthy parents of angelic blonde children.
Everything I said was the truth, and you know it.
Well, we'll have lots of time to debate that when we're sitting on the unemployment line together, won't we?
Maxine.
Yes, I know. Just add it to the pile.
I think you're going to want to see these right away. The people who've seen a dark car with JMG in the license plate. I think we should call the detective about this one. A guy says a dark Volvo station wagon has been parked in the wooded lot next to his house all night. Looks like someone abandoned it.
Like I said, way to hustle.
Come on. God. It's about time. How long were you two stuck in here?
Was it stuck?
Dude, your scrubs.
Oh, yeah. So, no, sometimes I'll do that. I'll tie him in the back. But I gotta go. Check stuff.
The last time I talked to her, I called her about 6:30 to tell her I wasn't gonna be home for dinner. I was trying to get caught up at the office. And she said she'd rented a movie and she was gonna watch that and have popcorn and M&Ms for dinner because she was PMSy.
Was she worried about being there alone?
No, we both thought that neighborhood was completely safe.
Did Linda keep the doors locked when you weren't there?
No, not always. We have a dog, but we don't have a dog door, so we leave the kitchen door open until about 10 p.m. every night, and then Linda puts the dog in his kennel and locks the door and turns on the alarm. Objection, Your Honor. It may be confusing for the jury if the defendant continues to refer to his wife in the present tense when in fact she is quite dead.
I don't think the jury has forgotten that, Mr. McLaren. Continue, Miss Dunbar.
What time did you get home that night?
It's a little after 8.
And what did you find?
Kitchen door was open. Dog was in the backyard. Everything looked perfectly normal, except that Linda wasn't there. I searched the house. I called her cell phone. There's no answer. I called some of her friends. It wasn't like her to go out at night and not even leave a note. So around 10 o'clock, I called the police, and, you know, 2 weeks later, they found her at the landfill.
Danny, are you responsible for your wife's death?
I think so.
You think so?
It's my fault that door was open. I wouldn't let her put in the dog door. I didn't want to spend the money.
Okay, so later, when you tried to commit suicide and you told the paramedics that you killed your wife, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
If it weren't for me pinching pennies, that door wouldn't have been open. I didn't kill my wife, but I am responsible for her death.
No further questions.
Cross, Mr. McLaren?
That's a very touching story, Mr. Hawkins. But it's horse hockey, isn't it?
No, it's the truth.
Were you really working late that night, or were you cavorting with your 19-year-old girlfriend?
I was really working.
So regardless of your behavior to the contrary, you still loved your wife and you felt responsible for her death. Is that correct?
That's right.
So your statement right now, I didn't kill my wife, but I feel responsible for her death. You see, I can do that too.
Objection, Your Honor.
Grounds?
Asininity.
Try not a question. I'll go for it.
Not a question.
Sustained. Mr. McLaren?
Nothing further.
If you suffer from heartburn 2 or more days a week, what's in this box could make you change your heartburn medicine. Introducing Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day can relieve frequent heartburn for 24 hours. You can get 0 heartburn, all day and all night. There's nothing else like it, OTC. Not the other heartburn medicines you take when you think you're gonna hurt, or the ones you take after the pain's already started. This is truly different. It was the world's #1 selling prescription medicine. And now, for the first time, it's available over the counter, right in your store. If you've been suffering from frequent heartburn, that can change when you change to this. New Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
A father's life will be undone.
Is that my daughter in there?
Critics are calling Mystic River the best movie so far this year.
The area since hit, we wash them clean.
Mystic River, rated R. Select cities October 8th, everywhere October 15th.
I'm making caramel apples for the boys' Halloween party. Halloween's on Friday night this year. We're gonna have a big sleepover. And I can get everything here at Walmart. Chips, drinks.
Candy.
Yeah,
we got bags of candy.
I'm a single mom and I live on a budget, and when I go to Walmart, I save time and money. Apples for the Bobbing Apples contest, decorations, costumes, and all the treats and drinks and popcorn for the scary movie that night. If they don't have it, I don't need it.
Pillsbury ready-to-bake cookies with Hershey's chocolate chips.
What's next? Baking sheets. Okay, got it?
Just 2 simple steps.
Get this one.
Place and bake.
Cookies!
Pillsbury ready-to-bake cookies. Warm, moist, and now loaded with real Hershey's chocolate chips. So rich, so chocolatey. Together, add cookies.
Why do I even bother with this?
Because it's clogged.
Yeah, but look at it. I mean, what's that look like?
Water.
Water. And I don't know, but doesn't water run right through pipes?
Well, so how is it grabbing the clog?
Good question.
Why do we even bother?
Liquids don't make sense. This does. New Drano Max Gel. Yeah, gel. Drano Gel clings to clogs longer to dissolve them better. Drano. Gel makes sense.
FBI agent Samantha Spade, missing persons unit. Shot in the line of duty. Now, how can she prove she's ready to go back?
You don't think I'm ready, do you?
To her partners and herself.
I just feel like you've lost faith in me.
All new Without a Trace. CBS Thursday after CSI.
Lawyer, hero, fired.
What? You resigned your commission. Been a civilian for 72 hours.
CBS Friday. It's for real.
You're not a team player.
You saved my life.
Harm loses his job and a whole lot more.
Come out.
A jag you can't miss. All new CBS Friday.
CBS Sunday. A 20-year-old murder.
Bomb was left on her back porch.
Leaves a daughter searching for justice.
We're an explosives expert.
How would I kill him?
From Jerry Bruckheimer.
Why should I trust you? I don't even know you.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you'd know I was just getting started.
Cold Case. CBS Sunday.
I want one day just for me.
Shop the Riches Macy's one-day sale, Wednesday 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Come in early for incredible doorbusters at 40 to 60% off till 1 p.m. only. Riches Macy's, the prices you want.
Here in the South, there are a lot of things with a reputation for being screaming hot and loud. Now there's something that's building a name for being strong and quiet. The new Dodge Ram Heavy Duty, driven by an available high-output Cummins turbo diesel, engineered to turn up the power and turn down the noise. Plus, you'll get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. No wonder it's Motor Trend's 2003 Truck of the Year. Get the best values in America, only in Truckville, your New South Dodge dealer.
Shop the one-day sale at Riches Macy's, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Wednesday. You'll find incredible clearance prices store-wide. Fall fashions are 50% off the original prices. Don't miss the savings. Riches Macy's, the prices you want.
Advantage Live Doppler, another Storm Team 7 advantage.
So you don't remember anything about being in a coma?
No, I don't, honey.
Do you remember anything about dying?
Not really.
Let's talk about something happier that's all behind us now. Who else had a good day besides us?
I had a great day.
What was great about it?
I saved 2 people and I played well with others.
I can't believe Jillian is just sitting there, perfectly normal.
Do you feel perfectly normal?
I feel a little like Rip Van Winkle. Seems strange to wake up to a 8-week-old baby.
But good strange, right?
Yeah. Jillian, you don't have to feel pressured to be relieved to wake up from a coma you didn't know about. We're all so grateful, we're just stupid. And you're going to have to put up with that.
I'm very grateful. I feel a bit disoriented.
It's Sean's car.
There ought to be an ordinance against ringing people's doorbells after dark.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's your mama.
Sean?
The cops finally got around to checking that abandoned Volvo. We need to take a ride.
Hey, Maxine.
Detective?
Yes, that's Cindy.
I'll call Oma.
No, I will do that.
Maxine, even if we'd have put the Amber Alert out, you don't know that we'd have found her alive.
And you don't know we wouldn't have.
I followed protocol.
I hope you find comfort in that.
I think we should at least meet with a lawyer and see if he thinks we have a case.
What case, Peter? The man saved my life and Walt's. In exchange, you want to ruin his career?
Look, I know that you don't have any sense of this, but I spent the last 8 weeks in hell wondering if I was ever going to have my wife back.
Is suing him going to get your 8 weeks back?
So it doesn't bother you that he almost killed you?
He didn't. I died.
I know. I was there. That's my point.
I was there too. That's my point. I left my body. I sort of popped out of the top of my head and floated up toward the ceiling. I could see you and the doctor and the nurses and Walt, and I heard Dr. Miller say she's bottoming out. I saw the nurse send you out. But the thing I remember most was the feeling. This incredible peace. was like nothing I'd ever felt before. I didn't mind that I was dead. I didn't mind that I was leaving you and the boys behind. I was fine with everything. It was glorious. And then Dr. Miller shocked me with the paddles, and I could feel myself going back into my body. That's all I remember until I woke up.
I'm sure dying does some weird stuff to your brain.
Is that it? Is that all you're gonna say?
I'm glad it was peaceful. What do you want me to say?
Do you believe me?
I believe that's what you think happened. Julian.
Never mind.
Here's the defense's version of the story. A rapist broke into the house and instead of hitting Hawkins over the head with his fist or a lamp, he rummaged around in some drawers until he conveniently stumbled across Danny Hawkins' supply of dihipsyl. And then somehow, he forced Linda Hawkins to swallow a couple of capsules. And then he raped her. And he strangled her. And he beat her up and took her for a drive and dumped her body in a landfill. Weigh that against this possibility. Here, honey, I made you a Mai Tai. Because I need to knock you out in order to stage a rape and a murder and an abduction